Follow these 5 easy-to-use steps to engage the law of attraction, and you are going to have a much easier time letting go of unwanted weight. I'm Carol Tuttle, and I'm a teacher and healer, the creator of the Carol Tuttle Healing Center and a best-selling author. I'm here to help you learn how to use these powerful energies that we are using every day, whether we know it or not, to get what you want. Now, weight loss is an interesting thing. I have a lot of videos on YouTube here. I recommend you watch them if this is something you want to be successful at. And I have a really extensive background with this from a place of really immense dysfunction. I had an eating disorder in high school. My weight and body issues manifested and presented at about the age 15. I began binge eating and was out of control with my appetite and just binging. I didn't do the other side of it that creates anorexia, where I wasn't throwing up and purging. I just did the binging side. And now as I look back, and I've done a lot of healing work on this, I recognize I was in a really, really painful place in my life as I was developing into my femininity. Boys were becoming a part of my culture, and I was at odds with my own self-awareness. I had no self-confidence. I had no recognition of value in my own point of view of who I was. My self-esteem was not there, had gone through a lot of abuse and trauma much earlier and throughout my life to that point. And I recognize now that binging was a way to kind of stuff all of my painful, fearful feelings about my life progressing, and I was so unprepared and felt so inadequate to actually step into this next phase of life. And it was a way to disconnect and drown myself in this issue. And obviously I gained a lot of weight, and it was problematic at the time because I was a cheerleader in my high school. So I was in the I was high profile in that role, and I created a lot of stress from that. And I actually missed a lot of the events because I was so ashamed of how I looked that I then created mononucleosis on top of that so that I could escape my culture that I felt so inadequate in. And then I incurred a lot of teasing and bullying from my brothers about my appearance. So, I just really drowned myself in all of the shame and angst, and remember so clearly how powerless I felt. And then I never healed that. I carried that into my adult life, where I dealt with weight and body issues now for decades to follow. I did lose some of the extra weight, but I was always in this constant position of either afraid of gaining it back or still believing I wasn't good enough and I wasn't yet at my healthy weight. Never felt balanced and at peace with it. And it was honestly fairly recently in my life that I employed the law of attraction principles I'm going to teach you today that changed it all. Following these 5 steps has changed it for good. I've now easily achieved a healthy weight. I maintain a healthy weight, and I think I look really good for my age. I'm 61. I'm very, very fit. And I really have a strong connection with my body. I have healed this decades-long issue. Step 1, creating your ideal weight starts in your mind, not with what you put in your mouth or how much you work out. So I was always focused on prevention eating, controlled eating, working out more activity, less food, more intense exercise. See, that was kind of pitched as the formula that we're supposed to follow to lose the weight. And again, this was a piece of aha, as I'd been a teacher of the law of attraction already for a number of years, that it dawned on me one day in my bathroom, Carol, you have to change your belief. It's such a deep level. This feels so normal to you to always be in conflict with your weight and your body because you've been doing it for decades. You need to once and for all decide who you are You need to choose to believe in your healthy weight, your healthy body now. You need to just go there and stop going back and forth on it. It's like I'd be present with that awareness and then I'd go right back into the pattern. The pattern was so developed for me. It was such a habit to be at odds with and never feel satisfied, never feel fulfilled, never to always feel like I couldn't get there. And so I recognize, Carol, it won't matter what else you do. You need to start with your mind. So I made a commitment that day about 10 years ago. I was going to commit to that and start catching myself every time I varied from that. So step 2 is what I did was decide once and for all. I had to decide once and for all. So you're deciding once and for all the healthy weight that you are meant to be. Now, it's interesting because what your mind has been trained to believe is your healthy weight may not be the same as what your body knows its healthy weight is meant to be. And I teach you how to find that healthy weight in the resources I offer you at the Carol Tuttle Healing Center. It's part of a 4-week healing plan that you can subscribe and sign up for and take yourself through, and I'll support you through it. I teach you a technique that you actually learn from your body its healthy weight. I've recently taken a group of thousands of people through this plan, and they were commenting on the private Facebook group that you can join once you're a Healing Center member. They were really surprised that the mind's idea of the healthy weight was much lower than the body's reference to the healthy weight. And they got a lot of relief from that. And I learned that as well. I thought my healthy weight for a long time was about 150 pounds. Once I applied the technique I teach you in the Healing Center to learn from my body told me my healthy weight is between about 157 to 162. And I'm always at that. I am at that ideal weight now consistently. So step 2 is decide and know what your healthy weight is from your body. Step 3, start each day with this powerful affirmation. You're setting the intention of putting the energy in motion for that day. So you want to write this down. This is a really powerful way to start your day. Take a dry erase marker and write it on your bathroom mirror. I am grateful. My appetite and physical movement is aligned with me maintaining my healthy weight. Because I knew now there were physical choices that needed to support the outcome of my physical body creating this. And how much easier it would be if I focused on using the power of the law of attraction on what if my appetite, what if I only wanted to eat what was supportive to maintaining a healthy weight? And what if my physical movement was inspired by this healthy weight factor? As I focused on that on a daily basis, over time, it's become easier and easier. My food choices have changed. My activity, I used to do burnout with my exercise. It wasn't necessary. So I do enough physical activity that supports me maintaining my healthy weight, and it's created every day. Every day that's created with that affirmation. So write that down. I am grateful my appetite and physical movement is aligned with me maintaining my healthy weight. Step 4. You need to act as if. This is where getting on the scale can really throw you. So if that's something that creates stress and takes you right back into that conflict energy, that disappointment energy, that victim energy of feeling powerless, this will never change, stop getting on the scale. This is the be, do, have principle. You need to be what you want. That will inspire the doing. Step 3 is the doing. To have what you want. I learned this years ago. It was 1981. It was from a book written by Wally Minto, and I remember reading about the be, do, have principle way back in 81, and it was like Greek to me. It's like it didn't translate. What is he talking about? What does that mean, be, do, have? We tend to go about it in the reverse order, have, do, be, which is I have to do this to get what I want. Well, choose the being. That is, I am my healthy weight. So, step 5 is visualize yourself. As you visualize, you'll compel yourself to inspired action. So as I would take time to visualize myself at my healthy weight, how I'd feel, what I'd be saying to myself, my response to myself when I got on the scale, seeing the number when I got on the scale, I would see myself doing the things that I normally do that invoke this sort of powerless feeling, not getting what I want. I would see myself getting what I want, and it was all happening. And that then will compel me to inspired action because I've set the energy into motion using the law of attraction to support me with the doing. Be it. You'll be inspired to do what will create that. Then you'll have what you want. That's how the law of attraction works. It's a tricky space. I support you in letting go of the unwanted weight. Go watch my other video, Top 10 Weight Loss Affirmations, because you want to use those to put your attention on what you want. That's what you're doing with the law of attraction and when you're consciously using it. We're all using it every day. You get that, right? You're using the law of attraction. It's just you're either accidentally playing with it, getting what you don't want because that's what your attention is on, or you're choosing to choose what you put your attention on and getting what you want. And that was my big breakthrough 10 years ago. I need to really commit to these 5 steps. And over time, I'm going to create this to be my new pattern, my new habit. I'd created the old one between age 15 to about age 50, because I'm 61 now. So that would have been 25, 35, 45. We're going on almost 4 decades that I lived that. I mean, we want things lickety split fast. Like, I want to change this in a week. And I'm like, no, I'm going to give this time. I'm going to change this for the rest of my life so that I live in a new healthy pattern of energy. I'm there now. It's really enjoyable. I want to help you create that as well. Go through the 4-week healing plan for weight loss and body issues. I will not once tell you what to eat. This is all about clearing your emotional stuff that you're packing around that's causing you to overeat and indulge. And the big one is clearing the energy of deprivation that flares up when we choose to not let ourselves have things. That this 4-week plan is remarkable. People have had amazing results. Thousands of people have gone through it. Go to caroltuttle.com/weight loss. I'm there for you. I want to help you get free of this just like I have and helped literally thousands and thousands of people do the same. So it's your turn. Let's do it together. Support is a benefit when you're wanting to change and choosing to change deep held patterns. You're going to be more successful with support. Thanks for subscribing, hitting the bell so you get the notification when I have my next video up. I'm Carol Tuttle. I'm a teacher, a healer, best-selling author, and I'm excited to keep supporting you in healing your life.